Comrades of the Zaenderist Revolution, rallied here today, 100 men stand ready to continue the struggle as they were 4 months prior, following the events of the July 6th trial. It was a little over a week before that fateful day that RCR would drop their supermassive hit piece, declaring the end of Zaenderism and Aleczaender as a whole. Men like Scourge of God and John, who were members of the Anti-Zaenderist resistance, proclaimed that Octavian would rally 10 at their next rally as a result of this supermassive document. But a poll was dropped, where over 85% of Octavium insisted that despite this document, they were ready to maintain their loyalty and obedience to Aleczaender without question. On the following Saturday, June 29th, 2025, Octavium had its second largest rally ever, with 168 people total attending. To the masses, I proclaim to have faith and to trust in God, that no matter what happens, remember that the motto of the hour will be that God did after we have won. But when we lost the July 6th trial, we did not stop believing. Hundreds of Zaenderists rallied in the streets protesting. Within hours, the first Zaenderist redoubt was spearheaded, gathering over 140 people in a single stage to prepare for the next directive. That server, alongside the second Zaenderist redoubt, was lost to admin attacks and the compromising of our own holder account. They said recovery would be impossible, that the end was near. But after our second admin attack, a third Zaenderist redoubt was made, and in 24 hours, it garnered over 300 members. In 1 month, 400. Today, that server stands at nearly 900 members. Then they dropped a monastic YouTube hit piece, saying this would destroy our reputation. Yet it dropped, and we did not flinch even once. On the contrary, dozens more learned the truth about the situation, and we moved on. Leutgard dropped more documents, he dropped more videos, he rallied the so-called victim Hansel, who claimed he was a victim of being forced to join Octavium, and in total, 1 casualty was lost because of this. More Zaenderists rejoined, the Octavian Order say unofficially launched by this point. And then they said that finally, that the root media hit piece would destroy us. It would be the worst of the worst, a compilation of everything, that it would ruin me like nothing seen before. Many, like Arthur, were swayed. The lie that this would destroy me forever was believed by many. But we, the Zaenderists, remained steadfast that this video would be tame, that it would have a neutral take, proclaiming me as innocent until proven guilty. At our rallies, hundreds stood up with their voices. They sent exploiter after exploiter, expecting that we would collapse. But we did not collapse. The Octavian people grew bolder, louder, and angrier than ever before. With a furious fighting rage, our voices grew more ferocious, and we proclaimed that exploit us wherever you want. We will never capitulate. We will never forget July 6th. Shout with me, comrades. Death to the traitors. Long live the loyalists. And so, as you can see, we stand unbroken, unconquered, unvanquished. Some people believed in the propaganda of our enemies, and they are gone now. They do not stand before us, witnessing our glory and triumphs. They patrol in an active group, in an active Octavium ran by Angelo. And that is the reward that they have reaped for leaving what would eventually be the winner of this war in the end. And because we trusted the plan, we are now liberated and free from the chains of our enemies. And now, with more fear than ever before, with more ferocity than ever before, and with the banner of righteousness on the top of our minds, let us march onwards and proclaim that we will never relent until every last Etonian has been hung for their treason, has been hung for their opposition to our cause of the Teutonian Yellow Menace. So, my comrades, march onwards, march bravely, fight to the death, and show no mercy.